Hello everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day and I hope you're all enjoying your weekend so far. So I decided to basically give this maximalism business another try, and this one is definitely a little bit more toned down compared to the other one that I did when the kit just came out. What's it called? Decor to the max? Decor to the max? I don't really remember anymore, but you know the one that's like crazy busy and with all the patterns and that one. Yes. I did an apartment right when the kit came out, on like the day after it was released actually, because I had some issues with the code now that I come to think of it. But I kind of felt like doing another one that was maybe a little bit more toned down, a little bit more calm, if you will. So I decided to basically try out this like mainly black color scheme with a little bit of teal in there. I also ended up adding some silver and gold, and there's quite a lot of patterns still, but it's not in the same way as the other apartment was, because I basically just went all in. But I think I also said in that voiceover that I didn't want to go an easy route with maximalism. I kind of just wanted to go a little bit crazy, if you will. So for that one, it was definitely, I decided to go for a lot of color, but for this apartment, we're just doing like a lot of black, a lot of gray, with a little bit of green and also a little bit of blue teal, if you will. It was also, the color scheme was actually slightly inspired by it's not an interior account on Instagram, it's actually it's a bookstagram account, if you will. Is that what they're called? But anyway, she has these like very dark shelves with like a bluish light on them, and for some reason, when I started decorating this apartment, that color scheme just came to mind. I think maybe I just seen a picture of hers. There are like no bookcases in this apartment, by the way, so it's just the color scheme that I took inspiration from. But I just remember thinking like, that's good. We're gonna go for that one, because I wanted to give maximalism another try. A lot of you seem to actually really like the style when I did the other apartment, even though I said that I straight up hated it, but it's fine. Sometimes you gotta decorate in styles that are not necessarily to your liking. So I felt like giving it another try with this one, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's very, very dark. It's very, very black. Also changed out the windows because I just felt like these ones fit a little bit better. So I did that with tulle, if you're curious. The other ones, the original windows were white and they just stood out. But I also decided to not include the footage of me basically trying to place the windows because it took so long. Because there's a lot of adjustments and a lot of like tiny adjustments, if you will. And I think that just gets a little bit boring to watch in a sped up video even. So it's not included, but I did swap out the windows. This is not a new apartment that you've never seen before. It's one of the older ones, or one of the original ones from City Living. I just swapped out the windows. I think the windows that I ended up using were actually from Realm of Magic, but the thing is, we don't really have a lot of windows that are just black, where the frame is just black. Like if you go through the windows, a lot of the I wanted to like have open windows, but not the very simple base game ones, because those do come in a black frame. I just wanted very open windows that were black, but not those. I know, I'm getting picky here, but it's fine. It's my build, I can do what I want with it, so I can be picky if I want to. So I kind of started going through some of the windows, and I came across the very big one that's placed where the desk is, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. It looks very odd from the outside, but luckily when you play these apartments, I think you mainly spend time inside the apartment. At least I used to, but I don't know. It may depend a little bit on your play style, but the apartments always look a little bit weird from the outside when you change the windows. That's just a part of the deal. So anyway, but I do like having the option to change the windows at least. But again, if you're curious how I did that with the tulle, which is a mod. So it may be a little bit of an issue for console players to do that, or a little bit of an issue. It would be impossible for console players to do that, but that's what I decided to do. I was like, if I want to go through with this theme and make it look the best it can, I have to fully go through with it. So that meant changing out the windows because the white frames were just sticking out like a sore thumb in this black interior. So it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, this kind of interior, definitely not. It's not my own, like style-wise, it's definitely not for me. I think I vibe with this a little bit better than the other one that I did, simply because it was very, very colorful, but I can understand still why this is definitely not for everyone. It's just, I'm just having fun trying to decorate something that I wouldn't normally go for in The Sims. So yeah, this is decorated, I forgot to say this at the start of the video, but it's for 1 or 2 Sims. It's decorated in, is it 17 or 19 Culpepper House? I can't actually see it because my screen is way too small. Or the picture is blurry, but you can see it in the upper left corner because I never changed the titles or the names of the apartments when I decorate them. So you can always see the address in the upper left corner. I change the names of the lots when I decorate them or build on them quite often actually, but not the apartments. They're always the original name. I don't really know why, but that's just how it is. So that's where it's built. We have like throughout the apartment, we have actually end up giving them sort of a walk-in closet, but not really. But there's sort of a walk-in closet, but not really. It's just like a square with a wardrobe in it. It's not really a walk-in closet. Although the wardrobe is the one from Get Famous because that style, those items, you know which ones I mean, actually go pretty well with this this kit. So I decided to go for that open closet situation. But they have 1 bathroom, there's also a laundry room, and then the essentials. So bedroom area, which is open actually. There's no door to the bedroom. There's also windows in between the bedroom and the living room, but I kind of liked it. I've been doing that a couple of times in this apartment. I just like that it looks a little bit bigger, or it's more open because it's a very, very small apartment. I think it's one of the starter apartments by default. I have never done a starter apartment here, but by default I think it's one of the starter ones because it's very small. And then of course living room area, dining area, and also a kitchen. So basically has the essentials and then also a laundry room just to add a little bit of like a touch of luxury. I also kind of wanted this apartment to have a luxurious feel to it. So I think I'm gonna end up calling it something like that, but keep like maximalist in the title. I don't really know. Titling? Why did that sound so weird? Titling? Whatever. Things, builds. Is so hard. If you do YouTube, you know what I mean. It's so difficult. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for, but I'm not really fully set on it. I think this apartment has had like 4 different names while building it. It's a struggle sometimes, it's fine. Oh, and I also wanna just say that yes, this is definitely a bit more of a toned down maximalist apartment because they can, I would say there's like varying grades of busyness in maximalism, and this is definitely a little bit more on the toned down side, but I did try to include a lot of patterns. I did try to include a lot of stuff still without making it completely over cluttered, like the desk in this case. Usually I'm one to place a lot of clutter on desks, but for this apartment I felt like they would just have a couple of like decor items, if you will, so like a, what's it called, like a model, not, you know those things that are under statues? I forgot what they're called right now in this very moment, but sometimes I black out when it comes to, not black out, but like words, I just forget them when I'm doing a voiceover. It's fine. So anyway, but also I added a lot of pictures. That's also why I added a lot of plants. I felt like actually the plants also fit in very well with the couch because there's a lot of plants on the couch itself. I was trying to use the flowery wallpaper from the kit, but actually ended up not going for it because for some reason I thought that wallpaper came in a very dark kind of swatch with just like blue flowers or something, but the swatch wasn't as dark as I thought it was gonna be. So I opted out for that one and decided to go for, I think the one that I'm mainly using throughout this apartment is from Vintage Glamour, and then this marble looking one that I'm using with those wall decor pieces that the name of those I don't know how to pronounce, but you know which ones I mean, these wall decor pieces right here. That one is from Get Famous actually, and I don't think I have used that in many years, So when I came across it, I had initially placed down this like Plantsy base game wallpaper in the bedroom that you probably saw earlier, because I thought it would kind of tie everything together, because there's a lot of like a plant overall theme in this apartment with the couch, the plants, you know. But then this marble wallpaper just screamed at me. I was like, and was like, yeah, use me, you know, I had to use it. So it just fit in perfectly. It also tied together these golden accents that are throughout the apartment too, which I did do on purpose, by the way, yes. I'm not one to use a lot of gold in my interiors, but for this apartment, it just kind of worked. So yeah, we ended up going for basically black, silver, gray. No, not black, silver, gray. Black, silver, gold throughout this apartment, which is fun. A nice change. So yeah, I hope you guys like it though. Also trying to do a little bit more of a collage over here. So just trying to build onto this one that is from Paranormal Stuff Pack, which I love. It just it didn't have enough pictures in it, so I basically went searching for some that would fit with the rest of the collage. So I like how it turned out. It basically just covers the wall above this little wall divider thingy. But yeah, I hope you guys like the apartment. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. No platforms this time, so it should be easier. However, I don't know how it works with the Windows. Just so you know, you might have to do some adjustments and stuff. You've been warned, I don't know. But anyway, if you like books, check out my booktube channel. It'll be linked in the pinned comment, along with a link to the tray files as well that you can find over on Patreon. But that is all I got for you guys today. Why can't I talk? That's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
I've been running around in circles for so long. I never really understood what I did wrong. Was trying hard to find a place where I belong. I lived an empty life, but had to carry on. I guess I really was giving up on love, and I tried to block those feelings off. What did I do? In a millisecond, then it all came back, when I thought that everything was lost. On a cold November night, when I met my Mrs. Right, made my feelings come to life again. When I thought I didn't care, I just saw her standing near, made my feelings come to life again. Now I wake up every morning next to her. I gotta pinch myself to prove that she's my girl. Now there's no place I'd rather be here in this world, 'cause I have no doubt, and I know she is the one. I guess it really was giving up on love.